Damn, Sonic, the new channel is looking goated. Good work on the banner and icons and stuff.
Yeah, I totally agree. Nice work, big bro.
It wasn't too hard, to be honest. Just an hour or so in Photoshop and all that good jazz. Thanks anyways, guys. This channel is gonna be fire.
Speaking of which, we should probably finish up our tier list, right? It's been a bit since we started it.
Actually, yeah, you've got a point. We should probably finish it up. Well, I'm down. How about you, Nux?
Oh, you bet I'm down too. I can't wait to praise some greatness and shit on some garbage.
Good to hear. All right, let me just pull up the tier list again.
Hello again, you miserable little rodents. I'm back again.
Oh, come
Why
on.
the hell are you here, you dumb egg?
What?
Oh, quit your whining, freaks. The last thing I need to hear today is the likes of you complaining about me.
Don't blame us for being pissed off that you of all people are here, Egghead. Why the hell are you in VC anyways?
I'm in the same boat as all of you. Now that we are finished all of our scenes for the upcoming games, I frankly have nothing to do. I figured conversing with somebody would be better than nobody at all.
You know, despite everything, that kind of makes sense, actually.
I don't give a shit if you're bored, old man. You see the VC name? Sonic Squad. Last time I checked, you aren't a part of it.
All right, chill out, Nux. As much as I hate to admit it, we're all bored, and that includes Eggman.
Ain't no way you're actually defending this bozo?
Silence, you little red turd! Besides, what the hell do you expect me to do? We're in a VC, remember?
Don't make me come over there and start cracking eggs.
Quit it, guys. Knuckles, just deal with it for now. Eggman can help us with the tier list anyways. It would be good considering he's in almost every Sonic game to date.
Fine, but I'm not happy with it.
So what do you say, Doc? You get to stay in the server, and in turn, you help us with our tier list.
I suppose I can provide an ounce of my time to assist in a tier list? Very well, let us begin.
All right, let's get started. And for everyone tuning in, this is the second half of the tier list, so make sure to watch part 1 if you haven't already.
A link will be in the description for you to watch part 1. Just make sure to come back after you finish it.
All right, let's start already, bitches.
All right, I got the list already. First up on our list is none other than...
Ah! Oh God, no, the horror, the Vietnam flashbacks.
Every time I see that icon, it sends me back to the Dark Ages.
Sonic, you better put that garbage in the F tier right this second, or else I might do something really drastic.
Okay, guys, hear me out. It isn't that bad.
You must be tweaking, bitch.
Okay, it's bad. Like, really bad, but I don't think it's exactly F-tier bad.
The game could have been good if it was just given more time. But the gameplay is awful. The story is just cringe. And I can't see any reason to revisit the game outside of morbid curiosity.
Not to mention my design, I look absolutely putrid. It takes a lot to ruin an image as handsome as mine.
That is extreme cap, but whatever you say, look, as long as 06 doesn't get any higher than a D, I'm happy.
All right, D-tier works. It isn't a perfect game, but at least it's not completely terrible.
Is that Sonic Rivals? I always forget that game's existence. It isn't a very notable entry in the franchise.
I agree with Eggman for once. This game is just an obscure 2D racing game. It's not bad, but it's not great either.
Yeah, and it for sure did not need a sequel. I'll just throw both Rivals games in C-tier and call it there.
Oh, geez! Secret Rings! These Wii games were so trash, I swear. I hate the auto-running.
While the concept of these storybook games are interesting, the gameplay does not suffice for them to be high-ranked games.
Plus, Black Knight is just better, to be honest.
Facts! I'd put Secret Rings in C-tier too. The designs and story go hard, but that's all.
All right, then. What do we all think about Rush Adventure?
While I personally find it inferior to the first Rush game, I still think it is a worthy successor regardless.
I never really played this one, but I'm sure it's pretty good. I'll let you guys decide.
Aside from surfing between islands and occasionally grinding, I think this game holds the spirit of the first Rush game. I'd give it either B tier or A tier.
I definitely agree. Screw it, I'll give it A tier, why not?
Oh, here we go. I think we can all agree that Riders Zero Gravity is easily the best Riders game.
I concur! The story was improved on and the gameplay was of similar quality. Plus, anyone can agree that it is better than the game that came after.
Oh god, we'll deal with that piece of shit when we get there. Honestly, I'd say Zero Gravity should go in S tier. It's a top-tier Sonic racing game.
I'd personally put it lower, but I won't be upset with S tier.
Yes, you better not be upset, you little nerd.
Ain't no way the fat ass with 300 IQ is calling Tails a nerd.
I am a brilliant genius, not a nerd. Get it right, Pincushion.
I am 5 seconds away from kicking you from this VC egghead. Shut the fuck up.
Oh, you can try to get rid of me, but I'll always return. Maybe I'll revisit Angel Island again. I could use the Master Emerald for some alternative plans of mine.
Alright, bitch. You're staying muted for the time being until you learn to stop being toxic.
Egg-looking ass calling me a nerd. Shut your goofy ass up.
Now that that's dealt with, what's up next?
Next up is Chronicles, man. I didn't like this one at all, to be honest. I've always felt like a Sonic RPG would be awesome, but this one missed the mark.
Gotta agree with that. I think Shade and some of the other added characters were cool, but the gameplay is just boring, and the worlds are unfun to traverse.
Well, I think that just about wraps it up in a shit-covered bow. F-tier this poor excuse of an RPG.
Well said, guys. But next up is Sonic Unleashed. I'm honestly kind of mixed on this one.
This game started the boost era, and I gotta say, the daytime levels in this game are absolute fire. Almost all of them hit hard.
I definitely agree with you there, little buddy. But on the other hand, the Werehog levels are absolute trash. They take way too long, and that stupid fight music plays every single time.
And I definitely did not like going around collecting coins in those levels either. Dang, this is a tough one to rank.
Personally, I'd go A tier. The boost levels carry the game hard, but the Werehog levels and need to backtrack bring it down quite a bit.
Yeah, that sounds right. I'll go A tier too.
Alright then, A tier it is. Also, should we unmute Eggman now?
Yeah, we should probably give him a chance. Maybe he's cooled off now.
Alright, fine, but I'm gonna talk to him. Hey, you old dick face. Talk to me or anyone else in this VC like that again and you're gonna get banned. You got that?
Good, Mobius. Fine, you simple-minded echidna. If it will keep me here, then I promise to stop hurting your very fragile and limp feelings.
That's basically as good of an apology as we're gonna get from Eggman. Anyways, now we're on to Black Knight.
This is definitely the better storybook game, but only by a little. The controls are still kind of wonky, and the game still isn't exactly fun to play.
It mostly came down to swinging your sword around like a buffoon. It definitely was not engaging, to say the least.
Although I gotta say, that sword was awesome. And the armor I got to wear was sweet too.
Don't forget my design. My drip went hard in that game.
Damn right it did. Alright, I'll drop Black Knight in B tier, and we can move on to All-Stars Racing.
So why did we drive cars instead of running on foot?
Because those cars were badass. Duh. Also, we gotta make it fair for everyone who can't run fast anyways.
It was so awesome to get to meet all our fellow Sega friends again. It had been so long.
Although this game is definitely a clone of a certain franchise that shall not be named, I believe it is a decent entry and deserved B tier.
Alright then, next up is Sonic 4. This game is pretty mid, not gonna lie.
Definitely mid. How dare this game try to disguise itself as a sequel to one of the best games of all time? Instant F tier.
Alright, I wouldn't go that low. Episode 1 is definitely mid, although Episode 2 offers a bit more by adding things such as Metal Sonic and myself, of course.
They are still fake classic games and should be ranked lower.
Alright, chill out, Egghead. I'll put Episode 1 in D tier and Episode 2 in C tier. Next is... oh god.
The sooner that fucked up abomination is in F tier, the better. Enough said.
Yeah, I don't want to get PTSD in the middle of the wreck right now, so F tier.
I fucking hate Microsoft.
Alrighty, now we're on to Sonic Colors.
I liked Colors at first, but it just feels generic nowadays, and it's barely even a 3D Sonic game.
I never liked the Wisps either. Most of them feel redundant and aren't fun to play. Not to mention the shit show release of Colors Ultimate.
Let's just forget that version exists. For the original version of Colors, I'd say it gets no higher than B tier.
Also, the DS version is just the better version, no cap.
Alright, we'll throw Colors in B tier. Speaking of the DS version, I gotta say I much preferred this version than the Wii version. It's basically Rush 3.
Exactly. The Rush games were goated, and this one is no different. The story is better. More characters show, including yours truly, and the final boss is a huge improvement.
Yes, this is definitely the superior Colors version. I would give it a solid A tier.
Yeah, I like this version more too. A tier for sure.
Works for me. Oh, and we got another goated game up next. Generations is easily S tier without question.
Absolutely S tier for sure. I loved revisiting updated versions of past areas we explored. Also, classic Sonic was so fun to play as.
Modern Sonic was equally fun to play as, too. All the old bosses coming back was awesome as well, especially that Chaos fight.
I believe we are in agreement that this is the best game in the Boost era. With that in mind, it should go in S tier.
Spitting facts with that, S tier, but the handheld version of Generations is definitely inferior. This could have been another Rush game, but instead it's just boring.
Enough said, just throw it in C tier. I never played it anyway.
Alright, and now we're getting into mobile games. Let's just get this over with. What do we think about Sonic Jump?
That shitty doodle jump clone? Who cares? Just put it in C tier. It's mid just like our other attempts at mobile games.
Kinda harsh, but I agree. Although All-Stars Racing Transformed was amazing, it's easily the best racing game we've gotten to date.
I totally agree. Not to mention all the third-party rep we got, Wreck-It Ralph and fucking Team Fortress 2. This game was goated.
Holy shit, I love TF too. Alright then, I think this game undoubtedly gets S tier as well.
Sonic Dash is amongst our better mobile games, but it still is nothing more than a Temple Run clone.
Yeah, this game was kind of wonky. I remember we got some crazy crossovers like Angry Birds and stuff. It's not bad, and I'd just give it B tier.
Yeah, B tier works. Next up is Lost World, though. I didn't really like this game either, and the 3DS version was even worse.
It kind of felt like a ripoff of that one series from that one franchise that won't be mentioned. The Deadly Six were lame, and the story was equally as lame.
Also, they gave me a run button. Why the fuck would I ever need a goddamn run button, Sega?
Alright, calm down, bro. I'd put the Wii U version in C tier and the 3DS version in D tier, mid-games overall.
Alright, now that that's over with, what do we think about Jump Fever? Point taken. C tier it is. Next up is Sonic Boom.
Nope, there is no way in hell I'm doing this again. F tier both of these games right now.
Rise of Lyric and Shattered Crystal both missed the mark and forgot what makes a Sonic game so unique. They're just shitty attempts at rebranding. F tier.
Also, they made me a complete dumbass. My IQ is 11, not 10. Get it right, Sega.
And our designs in general were all so shitty? Yeah, screw it, F tier for both. Next up is Sonic Runners, another mobile game.
You can't even play this game anymore. And from what I've seen, it was mid, so C tier.
I never got to play it. I didn't even know it existed, so I don't give a fuck.
You can still play Runner's Adventure, though. Still, it's really mid and just an average 2D runner. C tier for both, honestly.
Yeah, that works. I just want to get these mobile games over with. Next is Dash 2, which for some fucking reason was themed after Boom.
This one was just as generic as the first Dash, but it does in C tier due to being tied in with Boom. Disgusting!
Alright, chill out, Egghead. We just have one more Boom game to go, and that's Fire and Ice.
You know, somehow this one wasn't as shitty as the other console Boom games. The pacing was a bit better, and some parts were fun to play. I'd bump this to D tier.
Yeah, I agree with Knuckles. For the last Boom game, it at least was a bit of an improvement.
Although I despise Boom, I can agree with that.
D tier it is then. Thankfully, an absolute banger came out after all this Boom shit, none other than Sonic Mania.
Oh, hell yeah! You S tier that shit right now.
An absolutely glorious return for the classic era with amazing graphics and music. A top-tier game.
Not to mention, if we put this game any lower, we'll probably get absolutely demolished in the comments. So, yeah, S tier.
Well, that was quick and easy. Thank you so much, Headcanon.
But on the complete opposite side is Sonic Forces. Damn, this game was such a letdown. I never enjoyed it. And it's easily the worst boost game.
A game where I finally take over the world and it comes out like this! What an absolute embarrassment!
The level design was literally boost to win. The bosses were lame, and classic Sonic was there for no reason other than nostalgia. I'd give this D or F tier for sure.
Well, if it's down to me, I'd throw it in D tier for not being completely broken or unfun to play. Anyways, next is Forces Speed Battle, which is surprisingly not that bad.
It's honestly crazy that this game still gets updates. There's so many new characters from the movies to even the comics.
I suppose it is not that bad. I'm just so tired of these half-baked mobile games.
Aren't we all? I'll just throw this in B tier and move on to our latest racing game, Team Sonic Racing.
Why the fuck did they get rid of all the other Sega characters? That was one of the best parts. Now it's just so lame.
I agree, that was a very odd decision. This game is very lacking and has not gotten any updates. Throw it in C tier, rodent.
Currently throwing in C tier. And now we're on to the final game on the list and our latest adventure as of this video, Sonic Frontiers.
God, I really like this game. It was a new idea pulled off, right? And it makes me really hopeful for the future of our franchise.
I very much appreciated the more serious tone of this game. I also found the open world very satisfying to roam around in and complete objectives.
And those supersonic boss fights, man. Those were so damn badass. The music went way too fucking hard for those segments.
And to top it all off, we're getting more DLC and story later this year, including more playable characters.
Oh, hell yeah. I'm so excited to be playable again.
Well, with all that said, I honestly think we should end this off with an S tier, guys.
That is fine with me. A nice end to this whole tier list.
Alrighty then, Frontiers gets the S tier. And that's all she wrote, folks.
Wow, this was honestly a lot of fun. Looking at the list, we still have a ton of bangers on our catalog.
I guess sometimes we let the negative aspects of our franchise overshadow the genuinely fun games we have. I really had a lot of fun with this list. Thanks for inviting me, guys.
Eggman, are you gonna say something?
Where in the actual fuck is Mean Bean Machine? Did you rodents remove it from this list?
Wait, what? No, we didn't even make the list, dude.
Quiet, fool! I'm going to take over the world in retaliation for this disrespect once and for all!
Should we do something about that?
Nah, don't worry, you two. I'll be able to take care of him by myself. Thanks for joining the vid, though.
No problem, big bro. We'll see you around.
Yeah, see you later, homie.
Peace, y'all. Up, over, and gone.
Well, what do you want to do now, Tails?
Want to play some Minecraft, Nux?
Oh, hell yeah! Minecraft is goated!
I heard that you two were gonna play some Minecraft.
How the hell did you find that out? We just said that.
That's not important. Do you have room for one more?
Yeah, I guess you can join if you want to, Shadow. Sonic's gone right now, so we could use one more.
It's settled then. Let's get that damn Ender Dragon.
Thanks for watching, y'all. See you next time.